Hey guys, Zephonix here, and what you see in front of you is big news right now. Big props to AYOB14 for bringing this to my attention. Sony Ericsson is to introduce a new Android 3.0 gaming platform and PSP Go-like smartphone. And believe me, I had the original gaming phone, and that was the Engage, okay? I've had that one. Now, this is the second one to actually come out, and I'm really excited over it. I really am. Now, first of all, let's talk about this right now. Now, this is not official. This is actually more so from a reliable source. So I guess you can chop it up to rumors. But think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. One, Sony, okay, has been looking to make a phone, a PlayStation branded phone. That's been in the works for a while now. We know that that is true. The only problem is that we don't know where or when. We didn't know that. Could it be till now? Let's go over to another area, okay? We also know that Google has been trying to break into the gaming industry. This could be their way into the gaming industry. We all know that they've been trying, right? So could this be their breakthrough? And we also know that both companies are against one other company, and that's Microsoft. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the birth child. And actually, most likely is. Now, let's talk about some stat. Let's talk about what we see right now. Now, obviously, it's running Google Android right now, and that's good because, like, for a lot of people, Android right now is like pretty much the shit right now. Everyone is using Android. If they're not using Android, using iPhone. But a lot of people are adopting Android right now. And basically, one thing I like about Android is it's compatible with all of Google stuff. So that means that if you're using Google Voice, which you are if you're using Android, excuse me, then, you know, they coexist, which is a very good thing, okay? So, yeah, definitely. They definitely do coexist, and I use Google Voice myself, so it's nice to go ahead and be able to go ahead without even having to, like, do this whole thing on my phone. I'll be like, bang, zoom, there you go. My phone is operational. I'm hooked up to Google Voice. Call me, do whatever you got to do, bang. You know, I'm good with that. I like that. Now, like I said before, this is basically what Android looks like for those who don't know. I know I might be like going crazy right now, but believe me, if you're not going crazy, you should be. Seriously, this is big for Sony and for Google. Google trying to break into the gaming industry, and Sony, who's been working on doing a PlayStation branded phone. Are you kidding me? Imagine the possibilities, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that you have a built-in Wi-Fi inside of your PlayStation 3, right? Right? Now imagine if you can use your phone to go ahead and work as a hotspot. You would not need, you can go ahead and use this cell phone to game everywhere, anywhere. Think about that. I mean, I'm just throwing things out, just throwing ideas out. That's just an idea, but it is possible. Okay? It is possible. And mind you, it also has Bluetooth, as you see right there. So we definitely know that it's going to have Bluetooth capability, so who knows what's going to happen there, okay? Maybe you can use this phone. Maybe you can use your phone as an actual communications device. You ever think about that? So there's a lot of what-ifs that can actually go with this. But I think this is a really good idea that Sony Ericsson is actually releasing this kind of phone. Now, as you see here, if you look on the left-hand side, you'll see controls there. Now, basically, mind you, this is a mock-up picture, but from what we see here, the D-pad is on the left, of course, and the buttons are on the right, like they are on PlayStation Portable Go, I believe. But the thing is that they said instead of having the analog stick, they're actually going to have a long D-pad. Yeah, they really wasn't really clear exactly what they meant by that. But in terms of what will they'll allow you to do, basically everything and anything. Mind you that you're going to get all the functionality of the Android 3.0, which basically means that everything that the PlayStation Go does, and then, well, and more basically. And not to mention, last but not least, of course, you're going to have access to PlayStation Network, which means that you're going to be able to access your PlayStation Portable Minis. You're going to be able to access your movies, your television shows, your games, your PlayStation 1 classics, as well as your PlayStation Portable games. That's, you know, the downloadable ones. So could it be that the PlayStation Go, their downloadable thing, was actually was actually based off of this? Could it be that? Could it be that all this was actually just working up to this particular point in time? Well, I mean, I definitely would not rule out Sony. You guys remember, Microsoft is a very shrewd company, but so is Sony. Okay? Now, this could actually be good. Now, of course, we all knew that Sony can't keep a secret worth crap, thus this secret broke out. Not that it really was a secret to begin with, but my idea is this, though. My thing is this. What do you guys think about this phone? this could be the new Sony Ericsson PlayStation phone that we knew was coming. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think it'll fly or do you think it'll fall?